Help us, boy Dizzle, you're our only hope.
What the fuck is up, y'all? It's your Boyd. Are you ready to get smooth, sensual, and sexy today? That sounded really fucking weird. Are y'all ready to get horny? Are y'all ready to hear a really fucking provocative ass beat? Because today we are going to be covering a very special song, and that is the fourth track of my Our Only Hope Volume 1 instrumental album, which will be out February 13th of 2026. And track 4 has a very special name because it's a very special song. And that is Nasty Whale Sex.
Hey, how you doing, little mama? Let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something that you might like to hear.
Now, I bet you're wondering, Kevin, why are you calling this Nasty Whale Sex? Well, I'll tell you. That is because I found a melody that sounds a lot like a whale, and I put it behind a very fucking hard-hitting, smacky-ass fucking trap drum pattern, you know? And for whatever reason, you know, this song reminds me of two whales just fucking getting it on, you know, respectfully. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So we'll just go ahead and step right into it. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the hi-hats. And put on a little bit of panning, a little bit of velocity change, but nothing too crazy. You know, these hi-hats are already doing a lot of work here. As far as effects I put onto it, I put on some fruity EQ and cut out all the low end. And then the fruity delay, you know, I've done this in the past. I do a lot of the same shit when it comes to producing these and putting like plugins and shit on, you know. There's more to the overall mixing process. This is just how I made the beat itself, but you know, you kind of get the point here. Next up, we have the kick. Cheers to that. Then we have, I don't even want to like, I just have a snare, you know, here. And I put the snare, the kick, and the 808 all routing to one channel, which is the drum mix. I put on a little bit of the Pro L2 Fab filter, and then a little bit of the Fruity EQ. And really, I didn't do anything to the Fruity EQ. Just kind of slightly boosted the high and the low. And the reason why I did that is because frankly, I don't fucking know. So that's the drum mix there. So that covers the effects for the 808s as well. But I'll go ahead and play those for you. Yeah, you
can tell they're fucking getting it on already.
You know, you haven't even heard the whale yet. Next up, we have the piano pattern that I have here. Okay, so this is very off topic, but y'all might have seen Beauty and the Beast, that Disney cartoon or whatever. Um, they made a second movie, which was Christmassy themed, and they introduced a few new characters to the whole, castle scene. And one of the characters that they, created was the antagonist of that movie, and that is the big fucking organ with that scary fucking face. And that thing, I don't fuck with it, but also that melody reminds me of that big organ. I remember as a kid watching that, and I just, man, yeah. I'm surprised I'm into music nowadays because that shit was just not fucking cool, man. That's a scary motherfucker there. If you know, you know. But yeah, that melody kind of reminds me of that big organ. And I'll display the name up here. I forget the name of that character, but whatever. Anyways, that brings us to the bread and butter of this shit, and that is the whale noises, I guess. Yeah, yeah. And then in the middle here, I did a little bit of the chopping on that shit, so this is how that sounds. So that's when the whales are like,
Actually fucking getting it on.
they went through like the fellatio beginning part.
And then they really got into it at that part.
And then at the end here, I automated some pitch on it, so. And in my mind, that sounds like the whale climaxing. As far as effects that I put onto it, I put on some fruity EQ. This one is actually automated, so this, low end marker here is going to be changing. I have the RC20 retro color, which is also automated. A little bit of just about everything on here. Then I have the UAD oxide tape. If you couldn't tell, I used basically the same shit on every fucking, sample that I have, minus a few exceptions. Then I have the UAD oxide tape. I have the fruity reverb. And then I have the Pro L Fab Filter. But I'm only 4 years into this music making shit, so get off my dick. I'm just having fun with this. The next step that we have here is more on the plucky side of things. That's the whale's parents' ghost looking down on them from whale heaven, just saying, like, fuck, man. Like, I don't want to watch my son bang. Why is whale god doing this to me? But then whale god just has, like, a monitor of, screens of your children at all times. And then these parent whales are watching their son male whale just bang. I'll probably end up cutting that out. Then next up we have a laser bell sound. And then here's where I have the automations and such. I have the EQ, I have the retro color, and then I also have the volume automated for that. So I'll go ahead and play that for you just to give you a feel for what the swiping and shit is all about. Just thought that sounded cool, I guess. I did it, in a little shorter spurts in the middle here, so I'll play that for you. Kind of just instantly stops. Then the next thing that I have here, I actually forget what this is. What is this? Oh, yes.
The sexy dripping noise.
Then, as more of an ambiance thing, I have a little bit of some beach noises in here. And if you listen really, really closely, it took me a while to find this, but if you listen really, really closely, you will hear a seagull on this. But it took me a moment. You might not be able to hear it. Did you hear it? Took me a little while too. But yeah, there is, seagull in there. But that's not the only bird sound that we got. So we have this right here, and I'll go ahead and play that for you. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and play that noise unedited. Yeah, so that's the real sound, the cuckoo bird type shit, But then with all of its effects in, I lowered the pitch and I added these things here. Makes it a little bit more eerie. Yeah. And, you can't forget the outro vocals, documentary on how sound was made. I explained this all before. If you don't know, then you don't know.
We could not live our lives as we do without sound. We rely on sound for information, communication, order.
Fucking true shit. So I'll go ahead and play this for you and kind of give you the vibe of the song. Yeah, So that is,
Nasty whale sex.
and I appreciate you guys' time, and I apologize for the vulgarity of this song, but you know, I just sound, fuck. It just sounds like whales. That just is what it is. So, thank you. This will be track 4 on Our Only Hope, Volume 1, which will be coming out February 13th of 2026. And next episode, we will be covering I Love You, Oh My God. You know, kind of a sweeter change of pace, but actually, I Love You, Oh My God is more demonic than this song. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming out next Saturday. So thank you. See you then. I appreciate your time.
Help us, boy Dizzle. You're our only hope.